Governor Otti, in collaboration with the Abia State Oil Producing Area Development Commission, have increased crude oil production in Abia State from 8,000 barrels per day to 32,000 barrels per day in 6 months. That's like 300% increase, and this means that this number can even double in another 6 months. They are closing all the oil theft channels in these oil wells and pipeline vandalization. They came up with this idea to engage the community securities. So these local securities, they know the people that are engaging in this bunkering, in this oil pipe vandalization. And they are paying them so well. They are paying them even way much above the new minimum wage, to make sure that these people are securing these oil wells and pipelines, and it's been working so well. Imagine the increase. Formerly, they were using all the securities that are foreign to the land. They don't understand much about the communities, but these local communities, security, the vigilantes, they know everything. The people that are into vandalization, they know their houses. They can sell them off to the government. They can sell them off to the security. They know everything. And it looks like it's working so well. The idea is a very good idea. Moving from 8,000 barrels per day to 32,000 barrels per day is something that needs to be appreciated. And also the government revenue through that avenue is also increasing. You know, when Governor Otti said that he's targeting an IGR of 3 billion every month, he's not joking, and they're already at average of 2.5 billion per month. So he's closing all the leakages that is affecting Abia State revenue. He's just looking for a way to increase the IGR, join together with the allocation so that they continue to develop Abia State. In case you don't know that Abia State is one of the oil producing states in Nigeria, now you know. In Okwa West local government in Abia State, we have oil producing communities. So the governor has made sure to cut down oil theft in these communities, especially in the area of pipeline vandalization, and it's working so well. When I was reading this story, I remember the bunkering encounter I had in Abia State as a teenager, or 12, 13 years. So they had this pipeline vandalization in my community. They would dig it as a well, and this oil will just flow there. You go, you fetch with your keg, and you come back home. So I was in junior secondary too, and my father was just this Christian devoted man. He said you will never go to that bunkering because of the risk attached, and secondly, he said that pipeline vandalization is a sin against God, so that he will never allow me to go for it. When I now go to school, I was in junior secondary too. My friends will be coming to school with 2,000, 5,000 just for snacks every day. The money they got from bunkering after school. And I will be coming to school with like 200. I was like, no. So one day I was just timing my father. I was just waiting for him to go to bed because I so much needed that money for snacks in school. So immediately I timed him about like 7:30 to 8. My father went inside and I went to my room. I jumped the window with my keg and I forgot to take lights. It's already like 7:30. I do not know that in the next couple of minutes that everywhere is going to go dark. And my friends, they have all returned from the bunker. They are not even going again because they will start like 3 p.m. and they will go to like 7 p.m. or 7:30. They will stop. Now I'm on my own. I was just going alone. I just met only one person on the road that was coming back. I didn't see any other person. And by the time I got to that pit, the pit was overflowing. It was just only me. And I now saw 3 people that were coming, but not from my community. So immediately for me to bend down and fetch my own kerosene, there's this gunshot, 3 gunshots that was coming from that my village side as if the security was coming. And everybody in the pit started running. And my village is like this way, and these people were running this way, and the bullet was coming this way. So I just have to join them to run this way. So we will now run into the bush. And they now told me where they are going to. Their own village is like very far because that vandalization was like in my community. And I can't go back to where they were shooting. And these people, they left me. I was just standing in the bush. It's already past 8, no light. With my keg. I don't know what to do. I say if I sit down here till morning, something can happen to me. And they have already gone. In that bush, like after 8 p.m., I cannot even see clearly. I now started doing my local government map in my head. I said, if their community is like this, the community they are going to is like this, and my own community is this way, and the pipeline is like this, and going straight to the pipeline like this, I will be going towards Omahia. That means if I go towards this way in the bush, I will be going towards my grandmother's village. That was my own calculation. I was around 12 or 13. So I started moving towards this way in that bush until I came out to one track road. And my brain just told me that when I was like 8 or 9, that this is the road that my grandmother have passed with me to her village. Let me just follow it and be going. That's why how I followed that road. I wasn't seeing anything. I was just managing, and I was going with my keg. I now crossed the river and climbed the hill. And I saw one man that had like a headlight, coming towards me. And my mind was like, this must be a hunter. So I just started waving my hand so that he doesn't shoot me and think that I'm an animal or something. And I was waving my cake too. So I think the man saw me from distance and he started coming towards me. So when he get to me, he was very surprised to see a very young girl in the bush, and it's like 9 p.m. or past 9 already. And he was shocked. He asked me, who are you? And I told him my name. And I told him that I'm going to my grandmother's place. He said, who is your grandmother? And I told him the name of my grandmother and the name of the community. So the man now carried me, two of us. We now came to my grandmother's place. And my grandmother's place is locked because she's already dead. There's nobody there again. So it was now their relative, one of my uncle there, that now came out. Like, who are these people? Because by the time we got there, it was like past 10 p.m. And I told him my name and where I was coming from. The man now screamed. He said, Wah, what happened? Why did you come here in 10 p.m.? What happened? I started to explain my journey. He said, come inside. Then I gave me water. I bathed and ate. And I slept off. Not knowing that everybody in my community, my father has already alerted the vigilante, the hunters. They are looking for me in the bush everywhere. They don't know that I've already gotten to my grandmother's place and I was sleeping. So it was around 2 a.m. I started hearing their discussion. One of my uncle from the village just said to them, let somebody go to my grandmother's place and check if I'm there. So they came with a bike, about, I think him and two other security, they came with a bike. I was hearing the conversation and I was very tired. I don't want to go with them. I was hearing my uncle telling them that this is a grandchild, according to tradition, that ran to her grandmother for safety. So it is not normal to let her go at this midnight, that they will send me home tomorrow in the morning, that they should just go back. So my uncle them, they left. I was glad that I did not follow them because I don't want to follow them. Number one, I'm very tired. All I just want to do is rest. And number two, I don't know how my father is going to react. I was very scared of what he would do. So in the morning, after breakfast there, I still carried my keg because keg is more expensive than kerosene then. So I still carried my keg and they put me on a bike. And when I got to my village, everybody was looking at me like a celebrity because they thought something bad happened to me, or maybe I died, because they were looking all through the midnight and the story have already circulated in the community. And when I got home, I was waiting to see my father's reaction. I just saw a sense of relief from him and he was just smiling. And we have all these people gathered in front of my house. They just want to hear the gist. I mean, that was a horrible experience I had with Bonkre. And that didn't stop me. I tried other days so that I can get my snacks money. Let me continue with Abia State story. 63 police officers in Abia State have just recently been promoted. Congratulations to them. About 16 of them were promoted to Chief Superintendent of Police, 11 to Superintendent of Police, and 36 to Deputy Superintendent of Police. Congratulations to all these people, and it's a good one. And the government have encouraged them to continue the good work they are doing in Abia State. Right now in Abia State, there is nothing like insecurity. All these different security networks, they are working so well. From the ones of the federal government to states to vigilante communities, they are doing so well in Abia State. Honestly, God bless Governor Otti for fighting this well for Abia State. And I know the governor is going to do more.